noon until 7 o'clock p.m. So you have
So,
7 hours.
so I get 7 hours to get 38 years worth of stuff out of that house and my
7 hours.
37th Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding, calling case 2024-508 DM, Tiffany Osborne versus Shane Osborne. Today is Monday, January 27, 2025 at 10:27 a.m.
Court, note that we have three motions. We have plaintiff's motion for compensation to enforce judgment of divorce and defendant's motion to remove property. So I've read all the pleadings. Ms. Osborne, is there anything else that you'd like to add other than what's been provided in the pleadings?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Osborne, is there anything else that you'd like to add other than what's in the pleadings?
I would, Your Honor. I'm not sure how to go about this, but the plaintiff has just defiantly not let me in to get my own personal property, and I have done nothing but follow your judgments, and she has done everything to obstruct it. She has defied everything that you said, and she's not gotten any reprimandation for any of it. And I want my stuff. I want a divorce. The judgment's been passed. I still haven't gotten my car that was in the judgment. I still haven't gotten anything.
Sir, in her pleading, she talks about the number of times you've been to the property. Why haven't you gotten that stuff all out at that time?
Well, what's happening is that she says things, but what she always says doesn't always really true, because she says that I've been there and I haven't. She said that I've broken into the house 4 different times. I haven't. I've been there 3 times, like you said, Your Honor, and every time I've been obstructed by her with her changing the locks on the building and telling me, "Oh, I didn't do anything." And I've got 7 people out here with trucks and trailers trying to make my best attempt at getting this done, but she stands in the way doing that again. The second time it rained, I couldn't get all my stuff there. The third time, this last time, she did the same thing. She was not supposed to be there, and she was there.
Did you do as she stated? Did you drill a hole through the door?
I did. Yes, that was what you asked. When I was here last time, Your Honor, and we had the same conversation. You said when the court says to do something, Mr. Osborne, you do it. If the court says to get your stuff, I don't care if you have to drill the locks, if you have to kick the door in. I don't care. What the court says is get your stuff, and you do what you have to do. So that's why I did that. I was trying to get my stuff as you ordered. Okay. So I went out there, and I still have stuff. And in other proceedings, you told me that if my stuff was gone, and there's a lot of stuff that's missing from my garage, and I have pictures of her and her Lonnie Osborne, her boyfriend, taking with a door wide open to my pole barn. So I'm just wanting to get compensated for my stuff. It's gone.
Well, you're going to have to bring that in later. What we want to do is get your stuff out. I'm gonna give you another date and the last date. It'll be this coming Saturday. And
Your Honor,
ma'am, quiet.
Okay.
Quiet. It'll be on February 1st, 2025 at 12 o'clock noon. Be out there with everybody that you need to get all your stuff out. Okay.
Yeah, so here's
and I'm going to order that Miss Osborne not be present, that she can have a third party present to supervise, etc., but she would not be present. And I want you to get all your stuff, because this is it. This is the last time. The stuff you don't remove, if it's left there, then it's going to be her property at that point.
Okay, so here's my only concern, Your Honor. I have so much stuff that I can't move it in one setting. And the property that I have is down in a hole, so I can't always, like the trailer that I have, I can't take it out of there because I'm get stuck in the yard. Should I just tear up the whole yard to get it out of there? I'm doing my best, but I can't get it out of there in a 4-hour setting.
Do the best you can. And if in fact the yard is destroyed as a result, the court's going to order that you take action to put it back and correct it at some future point. But I want all the property out this Saturday from 12 o'clock noon until you have to get out of there. Okay.
Okay. So just to clarify, it's 12 o'clock till I get my stuff out of there, because this has been the problem. I haven't had enough time, and she calls the police and they kick me out of there. So as long as that's the stipulation, I'll
do it. I'll do it from 12 o'clock noon. Can you get it all out of there by 7 o'clock p.m.?
No, I can't. I know that I can't because there's too much stuff. So I'm just being honest with you and telling you.
Then get more people and do it, because I want it out.
I'll do the best I can.
I'll give it to noon until 7 o'clock p.m. So you have 7 hours.
So I get 7 hours to get 38 years worth of stuff out of that house and my
7 hours. You've had other days, sir. So I can't.
I have, but they've been interrupted every time by the plaintiff with her antics every time.
Okay, that's going to be the order of the court, and then look at it in the future if we need to do anything else at this point. I know she had filed to enforce the judgment claiming that you had not been making the mortgage payments. Is that correct?
That is not correct. I have been doing the best that I can, but the first 60 days when she pulled this antics and kicked me and had me eradicated from my house,
Okay.
that's where I work. So I
Okay.
had 60 days where I
The
couldn't work.
the order isn't the order isn't premised on the best you can. It's premised on what the order is. So
That's fine.
you're gonna have to bring the mortgage current within 30 days of today's date.
And then what, you're gonna give her the house?
In the event that in the
Christ,
event that you don't do that, the court can take other action, or the court could reopen and change the distribution of the other properties.
That's
So
awesome, man.
make
That's
sure
awesome.
that you do
I
it.
can't do it. I'm doing the best I can. That's
Okay.
what you don't understand. I've been taken out of my environment, put
Okay.
somewhere else, and I don't
Understand.
have any way to make
understand
a
all
living.
that.
I'm doing the best that I can, Your Honor.
Now we're trying to get this resolved. That's going to be the order of the court. And Ms. Osborne, you're going to have to do an order, which would in fact require that he bring that current within 30 days of today's date.
Okay, what about my front door, the safety of our
We'll
child? Your Honor?
we'll have to address that at another point. I'm not
I
going
have an estimate for $2,500 right here.
I'll
Yeah,
bet. That's good.
That's
That's good for
crazy
door
that
handle.
somebody's, you'd have to have a substantial door for $2,500.
Yeah, just
It's
a
not.
rip off of everything else she does.
The brick molding has to come off and
Okay.
all the trim inside, Your Honor.
Not
Oh, sure.
not
On
gonna,
a door handle.
sir, don't interrupt. She didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, whatever.
Sir, no more. We'll take that up at a further date if we have to, but those are what we're gonna do today is address removing the property and the mortgage payments. So, ma'am, you'll have to do an order, which will state that he'll bring those current within 30 days of today's date.
How do I do an order of that?
That's, you'll just look at the orders that are there and you'll have to prepare an order and submit under 7
I'm
day
sorry.
notice.
I can't hear over Mr. Osborne, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Osborne, stop talking. You'll have to do an order just like the orders that appear in the file already, and then you'll have to submit it under a 7-day notice of entry. And Mr. Osborne, you'll have to prepare an order stating that you have a right to remove the property. And on that particular date, up to 7 hours, and submit that under a 7-day notice of entry.
So what, can I say something, Your Honor? What's going to happen here is I'm not going to get the paperwork, and then I'm going to go out there to get the stuff, and then she's going to call the police, and the police are going to come, and I'm not going to have the proper work, so they're not going to let me in there, and I'm going to come back, and you're going to tell me, well, it's all gone. I give you your last chance.
Your
Well,
Honor,
hold on. If that's the case, Ms. Osborne, if he's not able to get it this Saturday, then the court will give him another date if in fact you are obstructing him from getting that property. So he's got from noon until 7 p.m. this Saturday to remove the property.
may I say something, Your Honor?
Go
He's
ahead.
been out here multiple times. He drilled through the door instead of getting what he was supposed to get, which was his trailer in the backyard. He decided to come through the front door and cause,
Okay.
it was violent. And he stayed until December 1st, Your Honor, till 4 in the morning.
Stop.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Sir, don't talk. We will address that at a future point. Those are the orders of the court for today, and submit the orders, and hopefully everybody will abide by them. If not, maybe somebody needs to go to jail until such time as they abide by the orders. So that will be the order today. You're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Fucking joke. Fucking joke.
Sir,